Mm, I don't know where to put that. I guess. Sure. Sure, right there. Why not? Get the day started. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. Get our day started. Hi, Janelle. Hello, friends. Thank you guys for coming in, getting our day started. Start having some conversations since I was not here yesterday. Start doing all the good things, booping the screen, sharing the live out, doing your daily heartbeat if you have not already. Hi, Chris. You took a hiatus? I hope it was a good one. I hope you got some rest and some you time. You know, I know. Can you believe I heard it? I was there when it happened. It's just shocking that we can't find it on the internet anywhere. Hello, everyone. Give yourself carpal tunnel. Good. Your fingers hurt? Well, now your back's gonna hurt. That is a good question. Why wouldn't the Dems release it if Trump was on it? Maybe other people are on it that they wanted to hide too. And that's a shame on them, and they should all be implicated and prosecuted to the full extent of the law for that. If he's not on it, why is he not releasing it? It's weird. Yep, this is what unemployment looks like. I just got my TikTok payment today, but this is what unemployment looks like. Yeah. I have to file taxes and everything, but this is what it looks like. This is a job. I'm sorry you hate yours, and I'm sorry that capitalism has taught you that you have to hate your job. I'm so sorry about that. But who knows? Donors, um, people within other governments, maybe. Who knows? People within other governments, maybe. Who knows? But that's why we should release those files. I'm getting stuffed. Hi, Olive Raiders. Welcome in. Thank you guys for coming in and being here. I appreciate you so much. You guys are doing all the good things as we get started here, booping that screen, sharing the live out. I know I was not here yesterday. The night before, Monday night, took my kids to the Descendant Zombies World Tour. So they had a blasty blast, but we were up really late and I have a cold on top of it. So yesterday I woke up and just was not feeling it. I couldn't do it. Needed to know the rest of it. You can still see it in my eyes. Like I'm sick. not feeling great, but we are gonna do the thing. Because that's what we gotta do. So I appreciate you all being here and I love you so much.
Hello.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing well. Age, state, and who'd you vote for?
I voted for Trump.
Okay, what's your age?
18, 2007. I know they ask these questions a lot.
What state?
Kentucky.
Okay. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Well, I just think he's a lot better than any other representative or like politician currently in the who was in the election.
Sure, I'm not asking why you voted for him. That's fine. He won. Why are you still supporting him now?
Well, he's just doing great things for the country.
Like what?
The gas prices are down, egg prices are down.
No, they're not.
They are.
Gas prices are down nationally?
Well, in the state I live in, maybe not in states like Chicago or Illinois.
National averages are things that we do.
Well, I just know that gas prices were skyrocketing when Biden was in office, and they were only going up, and now they're under $2.50 where I live.
No, they're not.
They really are. You should
Where
look it
you
up.
are, maybe.
Well, yeah, because
That's not anything. That's not the national average.
well, okay, I don't really know how that matters.
Because that's the statistic we look at. I don't look at whatever bumfuck Kentucky town you live in. We look at the national average for gas prices, and gas prices have not been going down.
Well, I think I'm being
Trump
pretty
said they're
respectful.
$1.98. That's not true.
I didn't say they were $1.98.
No, I said Trump said that. I didn't say you did. I know. Keep up. It's okay.
Well, I didn't hear that, but well, I'm being respectful to you. I don't know why you're being disrespectful to me.
Are you? How are you?
I really
You said you were
am.
born in 2007.
Yeah, January.
So
I'm not
how
gonna
did
say
you-
my exact birthday, but you know.
No, I don't need your exact birthday. It's fine. I just need to know. You wouldn't have been able to, January? You wouldn't have been able to vote until, what are you talking? You didn't vote for Trump.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't. You wouldn't have been able to vote until January of this year. Okay, that's what I thought.
Oh, damn.
I know your mommy and daddy told you Trump was good. I know. Hi,
There's a
work
Doug.
life.
There's a hi. There's a Doug in the chat.
The Doug that has all the gas price information all the time. That Dougie.
Yeah, that Dougie, the Dougie full of oil.
The Dougie full of oil. I love the Dougie full of oil. I gotta bring up. I don't like bringing up the EIA. I don't. That's not something I usually have to do in my lives. But they still do the same things they do in yours, Doug. Well, it's low near me. Okay. Hi, lady. Why? I don't care what your bumfuck Kentucky town gas price is. Hi, Judge. How are you today?
Great.
Did you vote for Trump?
I did.
Okay. Why are you still supporting him?
Well, when Joe was president, we had about 189,000 encounters per month at the border. Now we have 11,000.
Sure. What policy did he institute to change that?
Yeah, I knew you. Oh, all right. So, why do you care about encounters? Don't you like enforcement?
I don't like that Democrats have created sanctuary cities that create an underground market for illegal immigrants where we have
States'
to
rights?
take their children
States'
to
rights?
schools. that they
Sanctuary
drop in
cities
our
were
education
sanctuary cities have
system.
been sanctuary jurisdictions have been on the books since the 1970s. Now, what about
And
enforcement?
that's why our
Do you not
educational
like?
system is dropping since the
Yeah.
70s.
So why? What about enforcement? Oh, nice little dog whistle. What about enforcement you
Dog
don't
whistle?
like?
No, it's true.
Yeah.
$68 billion are used to
So
educate
what about
illegal immigrants.
don't pivot to no don't
Not
pivot
Why
to
don't
pivoting.
you want
You're
children to be
pivoting.
educated? That's weird.
we
You
can
love
you can
exploiting
go ahead
people.
and cite your little fair your
No,
fair
you're like
report.
modern-day slavery.
You
Oh,
can
did he
you
say
can
the 150? Did he say
you can
that?
cite your little fair report that was
Your
debunked
modern-day
by
slavery is
Cato.
pro-choice,
It's
right?
okay.
Pro-choice.
It's
Three-fifths
okay.
human, right?
All right, so you can continue to cite your little fair
Yeah,
report.
you're
That's
the
all right.
racists, right?
So, what about specifically enforcement you don't like?
Title VII. I actually like the Title VII.
So, enforcement. Why don't you like enforcement? Are you for no enforcement? Because I am for abolishing
I'm
ICE.
for
It
not-
seems like you are also for
I don't
abolishing
want
ICE since you have
80%
a
of the
problem
women
with
being raped and
enforcement.
payment to get here, like you
So
do.
why don't you like enforcement? I thought you liked when the people that we employ, when we pay for, the law enforcement agencies do their job, which is enforcement. Why don't you like that?
Well, why do you like killing little babies in the womb?
Oh my gosh. Do you know how to stay
You
on
do
one,
with
subject,
abortion.
one
Can you
subject like at
focus on
all?
the-
Aren't you guys pro-choice, right?
That
Yeah, we're
has
not going to pivot to that.
nothing-
You're going to address what Manny is talking about, and you're going to use TikTok-friendly
Oh,
language
no,
to do so.
Manuel.
Why do you guys say his name like that?
I don't
Like
know.
genuinely.
Because they're
Adult,
literally
I've
because
debated him before. He's adult
you-
and he's
and
very
you-
hostile.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, is that the judge from
Uh-huh.
that channel? The
that's
sad
exactly
sad
why I
old
came the
man?
fuck up.
Oh,
Why did you
that's
run
what
last
that is.
time?
Ooh.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
So
You ran
stay
like
on
twice.
topic. Judge,
Yeah.
stay on
Yeah,
topic.
The topic
Hey,
is you guys
hey,
are modern day
hey, hey.
slavers.
Hey, boy,
Hey, ding
hey,
dong,
little boy,
modern
hey,
day slaver.
hey, stay on topic. Hey,
Make us
I'm right
human,
here.
right?
Jingle,
Moon,
jingle, jingle.
right?
I'm right
Make us
here.
human and
Jingle,
moon,
jingle,
right?
jingle. Jingle, jingle, jingle. Enforcement. Jingle, jingle, jingle. Border enforcers. Jingle, jingle, jingle.
dog.
something shiny that I can like.
I mean, I can probably find some.
Oh look, they don't
Keep
like
my keys
this.
down.
They don't like
I
this.
love my
Focus.
cute toy.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Focus.
Enforcement, border encounters means enforcement.
another
Jingle, jingle,
jingle.
jingle. Encounters done by, wait up, hold on, jingle, jingle, jingle. Encounters are counted by the USBP as well as CBP. That sounds like, oh, I'm sorry. That sounds like that's done by the federal agencies. So why don't you like encounters? Why don't you like enforcement?
Yeah, because I don't like exploiting people as cheap slave labor like you do.
So
Nobody likes
why
that.
did you run away from the border? Hey, jingle, jingle, jingle. We're still at the physical border. We're at the imaginary line that you care about so much. Jingle,
the
jingle,
red
jingle.
bolt down, Manuel.
Imaginary line. Jingle, jingle, jingle.
That
Why don't you like
imaginary line is
enforcement?
Naquan said no.
Wait, real quick. I'm gonna drop real quick and come back up.
Okay. I'm gonna make a sticker now for you that says jingle, jingle, jingle. That's gonna be a thing that happens.
When I come up, they crash out. It's hilarious,
He just wanted to gish gallop all over the place now, didn't he?
right? We went from border to education to racist dog whistles about 3/5 of a human to going on in complete utter nonsense.
The world is
you-
right now.
You guys make sure you put W Naquan in the comments for that swan. I really, really appreciate you. That guy was not going to engage in any kind of conversation because he
No.
just wanted to say things.
He
You're not
was
coming
doing
back
the
up,
Trump
Judge. The
weave.
capitalism got you. You can come back tomorrow.
Hi, so thanks for having me up. I'm happy to answer the enforcement question. Manuel asked about the encounters
You
at the
state
border.
and who'd you vote for?
Yeah, hi.
Sure.
How are you today? You just
Do you
walk through
just
people's
barge
houses
into
like that?
someone's
That's-
house and be like, "Yo, this is what's going on"? You don't say hi, hello. You don't kick
Hi,
off
everyone.
your shoes.
So sorry. That was very impolite of me. I'm Ben, and my age is 30, and I voted for Trump. New York.
Okay, that's how you have a proper conversation.
Thank you.
I am not
appreciate
the
it.
host, so
I
you
mean,
will be.
you can answer his question now. It was just I don't understand. Like you just
Okay.
hear people talking and barge into conversations like that. It's
Sure, I can happy to do it any way you'd like. So if I could answer his question,
Sure.
you asked about border encounters. It's kind of a non sequitur. The reason why border encounters are lower is not because they're not enforcing the border. It's because fewer people are migrating to the southern border. The reason fewer people are migrating to the southern border are because of a couple of different policy changes. The Stay in Mexico policy, along with adding more enforcement at the border, along with several other regulations that were rolled back under Biden that made it easier to migrate here.
Okay, so I didn't say anything about this administration. I was specifically talking about last administration. In terms of why border encounters, which would be enforcement, is a bad thing. Because if we like border being enforced, then underneath the Biden administration, we had more deportation. We had our laws being enforced more often. Less people were escaping. These are all not only congressional hearings, but on DHS reports as well as done by our IGs that actually state these claims. Why is it that if border enforcement is what we want, why are we against it?
I see what you're saying. So you're talking about Biden. Well, in the case of Biden, after the encounters, they instituted a policy because they had so many people coming across the border that they instituted a policy of catch and release. So the majority of people who cross
Can you
the
tell me
border
what that policy
encounter-
was?
I'm sorry?
Can you tell me what that policy was and not just
Sure.
skip
The majority
over
of
it?
people who entered in the country would claim asylum. They would be processed, and then they would be released into the country, pending a trial.
What policy was instituted that's called catch and release?
It's a process and release. It's a slang for the policy that Biden was implementing. In
What
fact,
was
some-
that
some of
policy
these
then?
people-
You can
some of these
say it's
people-
a slang, but I'm asking a very direct question. I know
So
you want to
somewhere between
continue.
60 and 70% of all people who
uh-huh.
came across the southern border were released into the country.
Okay.
In fact, some people were flown directly from. There was a flight program. People were
Yeah.
flown directly from South and Central American countries into the United States.
Okay, cool. Now that you're done, can you give me the name of the policy that was catch and release?
I don't know the name of the official government policy of what.
Okay,
what,
cool.
the
Can you
Biden
name me the
administration did.
policy that was flying people to and from Central and South America?
That I'm sure that has an official government name too. I could Google it if you'd like, but I don't know.
I would like for you to be prepared if you want to come up here and talk about something, not tell me something and then give me some arbitrary number that you can't back up.
It's not an arbitrary number.
And
You
you're
can Google
also
the program.
conflating asylum numbers with catch and release numbers. Those are not the same thing.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
They're not.
Where are they
Yes, they
classified
are.
as the same thing? Within DHS
How many
and the
people
CBP.
came up, Manuel, since you're an expert on the matter?
Within DHS and the CBP, where is it classified as the same thing?
What's your question? What are you saying is classified as the same thing? The majority of people who came over and released into the country were claiming asylum. Most of those cases,
but those numbers are not counted under catch and release numbers.
yes.
No. Show me where in DHS and CBP those are the same thing.
I mean, I could Google it, and
I would
provide
then
you with-
go ahead and stop saying
do
you
that.
can and do it.
or you could do it. I mean, it's true.
It's not
You
true.
can live under
You're-
a rock and pretend like people.
Okay,
not
cool.
released
So
into the country,
Biden
but
only
it was happening.
Biden only allowed a couple of 100,000 people into the border.
Millions.
You can
Millions.
Google it or you can just
Somewhere
or you
between
can just
8 and
believe.
11 million people.
No, there's
were
only a couple of
allowed to enter the
100,000
Nope.
people. There's
That's
only a couple
not
hundred
accurate.
thousand people.
Nope.
No,
That's
it
just
is
not
true.
accurate.
You can Google it if you would
According
like.
to the
You can
DHS
Google it.
and we
It's not
have,
accurate. Your
according to
numbers
the
You can
DHS
Google it. Do you see how this doesn't go anywhere?
According to the DHS in 2020, we had 10.5 million undocumented immigrants in this country. And then when we recalculated and did that at the end of Biden's presidency, it was 11 million. How many people is that?
I'm not going to stay up long, but the official catch and release program started in 1997.
Yes, it was underneath the Flores Agreement specifically. I know about the Flores Agreement. The reason why I'm not going to talk about the Flores Agreement and specifically the court case that led to it, as well as who it was actually affecting, is because Dillard, I don't remember his name, doesn't know what he's talking about.
He don't.
So instead of running through your talking points, because you're not prepared to come up here and actually have a discussion about these things, why don't you study a little bit more? I don't know. Maybe go through the Cato Institute testimonies for shits and gigs. Start there. And then go through every single DHS report, because they actually give you models as well as equations on how these things are calculated. And then, maybe then, go through the ACLU, as well as Migration Policy Institute, American Immigration Forum, and Immigration Council. And then maybe you can actually speak on immigration. Maybe.
Manuel, I hate that you're getting high on your own supply, but I sent the stats of the border migration. You're totally wrong. I mean, you may be very angry
From
about
where?
your point and be very
From where?
insistent.
I'd like to see it. From where?
Baby boy, I was lying because you don't want to bring up your proof. So it's funny how you can fact check my obvious lie of saying only a couple of 100,000 people in 4 years came over the border, but you can't tell me anything about your sources. Anything. 5.8 million people came into the United States in 4 years. Of those 5.8 million people, we actually know that they came through asylum, CHNV, Uniting Ukraine, and Afghans. Those are the 4 programs that were utilized for migration. You don't have a single source that proves that out of the 5.8, your statistical claim of 11 million encounters equals crossings.
There haven't been 11 million encounters. They're a huge number, maybe up to 1 million people, were never encountered at all.
What is the calculation used for gotaways?
What do you mean? What is the calculation?
What is the calculation used for gotaways?
Be more specific. I don't know what
That
you
is
mean.
very specific. There
How
is an
do they
exact
calculate that
equation
number?
used for gotaways.
You use an equation for Gotaway?
No, I don't. DHS does.
What do they use?
It's in DHS.
Right.
DHS statistics. Actually, I can give you the actual the government report that gives you the fucking equation.
I think that was too much of a bigger word. What is the method that they use to track gotaways. He should understand that word at least.
Hipster Saint Nick, get in the box. You said cbp.gov proves Manuel is lying. Where? Lying about what?
He's lying about a lot of things.
You
What am I
admitted
lying about?
nothing,
He
so
lied about
give
Actually,
that
can I get the
source.
big page? Can I get the big screen?
Oh, of course.
Thank you. You're gonna, now that I've called you out as being a liar, now you're gonna start fact checking me, but you can't bring up your own sources, which is kind of
I sent them in the chat. I sent my sources in the chat.
Why
to the
can't you
government.
just? So
Just
first
tell
off, you
me
know
I
that
got
links.
my computer in front of me. We all have
Yeah.
our computers in front of us, so
First off, you know links don't work in the chat. Like, why are we this acting this stupid about technology in 2025?
How do you want me to send you the
So,
sources? I'm happy to
as
send
you
any
see
way
on,
want.
I might have to resize this because everything is
tell
in a
me
way.
site and title, and I
Give me a
can
second.
look it up myself.
You could send it to me and I could fix it. I also, BO or whatever the fuck your face is, right? I did send it into, it's pretty easy, right? But the link he's claiming I sent to both you and Manny.
You made the sticker. I'm gonna see.
You didn't see me having the sticker up?
I
did
really,
make the
I gotta
sticker.
check Discord better when I'm live. I'm sorry.
You're good. Hannah Johnson, this is what we do for people who are women and vote for Trump. You get muted and go back in the kitchen, or you can quest up and have a conversation.
Can you go ahead and resize it? I sent it to you on Discord. In the meantime, this specifically tells you how many immigrants actually came through the southwest border underneath Biden's administration. The grand total is somewhere around like 5.6 to 5.8 million people. As you can see, it specifically says CBP One app for asylum seekers, as well as CHNV. The other one is Uniting for Ukraine and the Canadian border. So, what was I lying about? As you can see underneath the where it says notes, the data that is used for this, I'm sorry, not notes, but source data for the United States-Mexico border, Homeland Security, DHS, OHSS, as well as the graph, which I can pull up. Why didn't I just do that? Why didn't I just give you the actual Excel spreadsheet? Because that's what you want. You want the Excel spreadsheet data. Damn it, Manuel. Why didn't I just pull that up? That's what you really wanted. You wanted to see all the numbers, didn't you? Isn't that right?
Yeah, I
Bob
can just
Dylan?
read you. I put.
Yeah, I've got your testimony that has no backing. I've got it.
Testimony. So was it fair?
I sent it to both.
It
you
actually
and-
wasn't fair. It's the one they had where they had patrol agents testify about what they were seeing.
Hey, Slapnuts, do you know what encounters are?
I mean, that's what he was originally going to talk to me was about encounters, and then somehow
This is still just encounters. Even what he sent is still just encounters.
Because
I'm not
yeah,
finding
that's
process.
what he just put in the comments in caps.
You
Encounters
can take me
does
off the
not
big
mean
screen.
you
He's
came
not here.
into the country.
Babe.
I am. I'm
Like-
literally reading all this. What are you talking about? Check on Discord. Yeah, I'm reading that right now. Yeah, worst yet, over 1.7 million known gotaways. Known gotaways, right?
Right. So then I took that and it's saying via the House Oversight and Homelands Report. And so that's what I opened. And that is all just encounters and, I saw this and questions being asked of chief patrol agents in different states, in border states.
Yeah.
Hey,
Where are you
Slapnuts, stop teacupping. I need to know if you know what encounters are.
Still
I
in.
need to know if he knows what gotaways are.
He definitely doesn't.
Because encounters can also mean a U.S. citizen. It's just somebody that was
No.
encountered at the border.
No.
It don't?
No. Naquan, no.
Okay.
Encounters are specifically inadmissibles and apprehensions underneath the Biden administration, as well as a little bit of Trump's administration. They also included expulsions. Expulsions are very significant very specific to Title 42. But inadmissibles are people who come through a port of entry and who are denied. They are not allowed in under any circumstance. Apprehensions are people who are encountered between ports of entry, specifically by USBP, not CBP. Those two are different. OHSS is also involved somewhat, but not really. But USBP encounters people through non-ports of entry, and they will either refer them to a ATD or they will repatriate them. See, I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah,
because
the
I
only
actually
thing I
do
will,
this.
the only thing I will concede on is that it seems that in some cases, asylum seekers are listed under catch and release.
ATD. They're specifically, that's why I wanted him to tell me what catch and release was. So again,
Right.
what is catch and release?
But I wouldn't see that as a negative thing because that's just them going through the legal system.
So what is catch and release?
It's process and release.
So what is it though?
You process someone who files
It's
an
an
asylum
ankle
claim and
monitoring
release them into
system.
the country.
It's an ankle monitoring system. It's what we use underneath this administration. It's what we've been using since before Bush. ATD is the name of the program. It's called Alternative to Detention. It's not called catch and release. It's not called catch and process. It is called ATD.
I'm so happy you know the official name. That really changes my mind a lot.
No, but you don't. And again, what you
can
cited-
laugh
you
in
cited
ignorance,
the
which
chat
is fine.
encounters again. We're still back at the point that you don't have any proof for your claim on crossings.
What
You
what
haven't-
do mean
you
my
haven't-
claim
so
of-
here's the
what do you ask
problem,
me to
right?
prove? Millions came over. Millions
According
were
to what?
processed and released.
According to what?
According
According
to
to
the.
what? According to what millions came over?
And then you're going to go back to gotaways, and you still haven't provided any substantial evidence that gotaways are actual people.
I also have 15 monsters under my bed. I mean, I can't like prove it, but I can estimate it based off of really, really gray factors. That I think
Based on DHS, gotaways are what is the word I'm looking for? Gotaways are presented to us as people who, or as through eye-hand witnesses. So DHS goes and interviews local residents. They will go and see footprints in the dust, and every so often, if that footprint is still there, they will still count that as a new set of footprints. Gotaways is not a actual metric that was used until Trump's administration. Specifically in the National Defense Authorization Act of 2017, gotaways was when we started using it as a DHS metric.
Y'all can drop me, Manny. I need to join your Substack.
Yes, you
I
do.
found Manny's Substack. I was so excited. I was like, that one.
Yeah, because immigration is Manny. I know some of it.
He doesn't know Flores. That's why I wasn't going to bring it up. Yeah,
you,
there's
Daquan. Bye.
just so much.
Yeah, too.
Yeah, but see, I'm willing to concede on the fact that I said those two things were different, but they're not necessarily counted as different, and I have no problem conceding on that.
But there's also no negative to ATD.
Right, to using legal processes and doing these things. And it's also this assumption that Trump's not doing that when he is.
I guess I have a question for you all. You know, do you think there was not
Where's those
an
numbers?
immigration crisis?
Did you find the numbers?
Did you find those numbers?
What number are
Did
you
you-
looking for?
Did you find the
The
numbers?
millions that crossed. The 11 million that you claimed that crossed. And again, why would that
Like,
be a
ooh,
bad thing?
another House committee report that was made when the Republicans gained control of the House.
Like,
Like, I don't give a fuck about this.
Is it fair or CIS? Which one?
Yeah, like, I'm waiting for literally anything.
And while we wait for that, guys, if you can keep booping that screen and sharing the live out, if you're not following me and you want to listen to me, or you really dislike me and want to hate follow me, you can do that too. Follow me and you can do your daily heart me up there every day. I'd really appreciate that.
Come on, man. Like, I'm better at finding bias reports than you are.
They're not.
I can give you 3 right now.
Yeah, I can find them. It's really
This is so fucking easy. You can go to the cost of the border crisis, the testimony from the House Budget Committee in 2024, right? There's one you can go ahead and research. Or how about the cost of illegal immigrants to taxpayers, prepared by testimony of Stephen A., whatever the fuck his name is, Center of Immigration Study, the fucking organization that has been founded to not only be far right-wing extremists, but is debunked in furthermore unfactual and uncredible sources, right? Or how about this one? The lifetime fiscal impact of immigration by the Manhattan Institute that was fucking destroyed by not only Cato, Migrant Policy Institute, and American Immigration Council. Look, do better. Do better in your fucking rhetoric.
And when you find that, you can come back. Chris said he's bored, and I love Chris, and Chris sent me 10. So guys, W Chris in the comments, I love you so much. I was bored too, because he's not going to find that number. But like Manny said, I mean, you can find the fake ones that they say, but even a lot of those biased ass fucking testimonies and reports are encounters still and not crossings. So we're back at square one.
Put on my bucket list that I pissed off Santa Claus so much that he came in on his first elf account, and I still muted him again.
I wanted him to come up because he was saying that Manny lied about something with the CBP, and I would love to
I
hear
mean,
about
he just muted. He can still come back on his regular account.
Come on in. We can talk about it.
Oh, let me take this off.
Next one. What?
I'll have you come over there.
Oh. So while he was continuously, typing in your mod chat, Whiskey, I stepped away for a second, and Whiskey was trying to report everyone in the live for some reason. I don't know what he was doing.
I thought you were having a medical emergency.
So, Bob, Dylan, Daniel.
Are you looking at what he just posted?
Yeah, whatever your fucking name is. You even cited your own bullshit article wrong. You said that 6.7 million people into the country. Your bullshit report actually just says 6.7 million encounters. Are you also unintelligent? Do you also have a problem with reading?
251 people in here. We're only sitting at 11.4k likes. Just use your fingers and boop the fuck out of the screen, please.
Now I'm going to go back and reading this Iran thing because this is interesting.
Ew, it was from the Heritage Foundation. Shocker.
While you're in here, no, you didn't.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
So, United Kingdom, France, and Germany are pressuring Iran to make a nuclear deal by August 1st.
He's also said he's going to put 25% tariffs on India.
Yeah.
And then there are 22 states who are currently suing for Medicaid cuts for abortion.
Yeah, or for like Planned Parenthood funding. I know Colorado's one of the states suing.
The E3 also wants to. Why do they call themselves the E3? Anyways, the E3 also wants to add ballistic missile testing into it.
Extreme heat warning.
Fun.
I'm melting.
I'm actually surprised they're not talking about the GDP growth for the second quarter. That's what's buzzing.
Manny said this morning.
Granted, we can talk about the nuance of that, but usually they just run with headlines. And
Econ is so boring, though.
I know, but like they don't understand it, and it's just proving that they don't understand it, which is fun.
Yeah.
Wait, the GDP thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The thing you said this morning.
I'm just surprised they haven't brought it up yet.
My dumbass is like, what do you mean the GDP?
Yeah. I mean, that's fine. I can go over it for like everybody else. Just really quick. So the Q2 2025 GDP grew by 3%. Sorry. Obviously, it's following a 0.5 contraction from Q1, but the surge of Q2 is largely a statistical rebound due to Q1's unusual large drag from imports. So, damn, I need water. How this works is for the positives, right? Imports fell by 30.3%. This was a reverse of 37.9% spike in Q1. If we have high imports, that means it's a negative on GDP. If we have low imports, that means it's a positive on GDP. And conversely, exports. If we have low exports, we have a negative in GDP. If we have high exports, we have a rise in GDP. So imports fell. That's what really boosted the GDP. Consumer spending also rose by 0.14%, which in those areas were healthcare, food services, and financial services. And then government spending was a little positive, but it wasn't. It was like 0.4%. It's kind of negligible. The negatives was the private investment, private inventory investment. So that contracted or subtracted really 3.17%, as well as exports dropped by 1.8%. Investments in non-residential structures, residential investment fell. Equipment slowed by 4.8% growth. And AI-driven property investment was also was down. So the consensus between the Bureau of Economic Analysis, as well as the Fed Atlantic, and a couple of other economic institutions, said that this GDP growth was not only tracked, that it was going to happen, but the growth was largely just a rebound from the negative 0.5% contraction of Q1. It's still stating that if you were to offset the two, it's about a 0.15 to 0.16% growth, which is historically weak. So that's real GDP. It's much more than just 3%, negative 5%, 5%, whatever the fuck it will be, right? There's a little more factors that come into it, but it actually means that it's still weak. But they'll just see 3% and they'll be like, Trump, doing good. I don't understand. But numbers mean things good. And then that's what they repeat. That's my Trump impersonation, at least. Or MAGA impersonation. Numbers good, big, I like, and that's it.
Come on, Trumpers. Come talk about it. Why are you still supporting this man? I don't understand it. He lies to you every single day. I did not see the comment from a Rebels 47. I'm sure my mods did. And sometimes they miss things, but if they pop up again.
I mean, I really don't even want to talk about GDP growth, considering it is still only one economic indicator. It is one of the, at least it's one of the main ones. I'll give them props for that, but it's still only one. To conclude that the economy is doing great because one economic indicator is a positive is it's stupid, right? You still have
Yeah.
to look at interest rate, inflation rate, unemployment rate, government debt to GDP, as well as trade balance, credit rating, and I don't really like to use the stock market. It's such a reactionary form of the economy, and it doesn't encapsulate everybody. But I mean, there's so many different economic indicators.
But
to
you know
sit
that
here
they
and-
don't understand nuance about anything. They probably can't spell it. Like they do not have nuance. Everything is either all or nothing with them.
Mm,
It's very frustrating to have conversations.
yeah.
Weird comments going on, Oyo. Oh, there's Rebels 47. They supposedly said something, but I don't know what.
Sent me the blue app thing, but I haven't seen anything. So Rebels, you might have to send it again. Oh no.
What?
Who's in the queue? What the fuck do you want, Owen?
Hi, Owen.
You get so triggered when you see my name. God,
How
I
are you
live
doing
right in your
today?
head, don't I? I don't even know half y'all motherfuckers' names, dude.
That's weird that you show up in all our spaces then and you don't know
Hang
our
out
names.
in the spaces. You sit in
Bro,
the
I
queue
just
for
joined
hours.
random lives
You
and fuck
come,
with people, dude.
okay.
I
So
know,
I don't
we
know
show
why
up in your
Baby
For
Boy
You
is
page.
triggered at the moment, but you constantly sit in multiple people's queues. You come in on like 4 different accounts. You sit there and you complain. You have no idea what you're talking about. Why don't you go find a live with your own mental capacity?
Sometimes he's fun. What do you want to talk about today, Owen?
Why do you guys think that Trump is on the Epstein list whenever... Well, he's on the list, obviously, because he worked with Epstein to make money. But, like,
So you answered your own question.
Yeah, well, that. But Owen, TikTok is not letting us say his name, so we're calling him Jeff, Jeffy, or E. We're not actually doing that, and I guess we're not talking about it at all. So thank you, Scott.
Damn. But also,
can't with
like,
that
why did
kid.
he come up here asking? Why do you guys think he's on the list? Well, he is on the list, and what the fuck are we talking about here?
You just rolled yourself right into your own answer, I guess. I don't know.
I fucking love Scotty. I want you guys to know that.
Yeah, Scotty is great. Owen, get out of the box, dude. Like, Scotty, you're done for today. You can come back tomorrow. Scotty said no. And we respect Scotty. W. Scotty.
Rebels, that's so sweet. Wait, what?
Hi, Will. How are you today?
Great. How about you?
I'm doing well. Did you vote for Trump?
I did, yes.
Okay, why
What's
are
the
you...
alternative?
Well, sure. I mean, he won it. That I'm not asking to relitigate the election. I'm asking why are you still supporting him today?
Because Trump is looking out for American interests.
Like what?
Like, for instance, Trump is making deals with other countries to
Like what?
bring jobs back to America.
Like what?
What deals?
Haven't you read anything?
I have. What deals?
Trump has made deals with Japan, Vietnam.
Where's that?
He's made
Where are those
deals-
deals at?
Where are those? Where have those
That's
been
what
found?
That's what his trip to his quote-unquote golf places you guys are all complaining about. He wasted $100 million
I didn't complain about him going to Scotland. I made fun of him cheating, but I didn't complain about him going to Scotland.
Will,
What
while,
did that
while,
do?
Will, while we're looking this up, why do you have an infatuation with Priscilla?
Ooh.
Because Priscilla
Why,
is a
why do you like
fraud.
harassing Priscilla? Why do you like harassing a woman of color who ran for Congress, probably did more in her
Has
left
nothing
pinky
to
toe
do
than you
with
could
her
ever do
race
in
or
your
gender. It's
entire
because
life.
he's a fake
Like, Will,
before
this
you-
Where are
makes no sense
these?
to me.
Where are these trade deals signed?
I want to. What congressional office do I have to go to find these trade deals?
Go to any major news source except MSNBC.
Oh, those aren't congressional offices. I thought
Just the media?
I thought also wasn't like I don't know 6 months ago every news source was owned by liberals and shit. I don't want to use liberal media sources. So what government website can I go to find these trade deals?
Okay, we're going to have an internet lesson today. Okay, open up an internet page. Do you know how to do that?
What's the internet?
And we're going to go to type in google.com.
Yeah.
Is Google the internet?
What are the terms of this unsigned deal?
Is Google the internet?
No, Google is not the internet.
No? Oh,
No.
I've
Do you want to
already.
know what the internet is?
What is the internet? Please
Well,
tell us
The
what the
internet
internet
is
is.
Will, what is in this supposed deal?
So,
Shit, this is dumb.
European Union, EU, a significant trade deal was announced reducing the reciprocal tariff rate for
That's,
the EU to 15%.
I was
This
asking
deal
about Japan, but the EU
the
is a
Netherlands
preliminary, so it's not
and
even
the
a deal
EU for
yet.
investments in the
Not a
United
deal.
States.
It's not a
Hey,
deal.
There's,
hey, do
What did
you
he
want to
Do
listen or
you-
do you want to talk?
Do you know what a framework is? Do you know what
Do
a
you want to listen or do
preliminary
you want to talk?
is? Do you know what that is?
You asked me a question, but you don't want to hear the answer. Why?
Well, I was asking you about Japan actually, but you
So
want
do
to
you
you want
wanna
to
hear it?
gish gallop over. You want to
Serious
gish gallop
issues.
over to a preliminary framework that isn't a deal,
You
I guess.
asked
Because guess
me
there's
to
a country.
provide
There's a
details, and
country.
you don't
Hey,
want to hear it.
hey,
Why?
the EU countries have to vote
Hey,
on it,
Kate,
and there's
you asked
one
for
who's already
details and you
saying
don't want
hell
to hear
no.
it.
Do you know which country that is? Which country is saying hell no?
Do you want an answer or do you just want to talk?
Are you going to answer what I'm asking you?
Japan. A deal was announced reducing Japan's reciprocal tariff rate to 15%. It also involves investments by Japan in the U.S. and purchases of U.S. goods, including increased rice imports and opening markets to U.S. vehicles. China negotiations continue with a focus on addressing trade imbalances.
Why are
and
you
national
reading me
security
news
concerns.
articles? Why are you reading me news articles?
Because
And
you want to
what is the investment versus what are loans?
You just want to complain.
What
That's all you want.
percentage? What percentage of Japan's money is investment versus loan?
All right, you tell me. Since you want to talk all
1
over
to
me, go ahead.
2%. 1 to 2% is going to be investment. The rest of it is loans.
And what do those loans do?
That's money we have to pay back, though, right? That's
What
not.
do those loans do? What are they for?
What do they do?
Well, no, you said it, so you explain it. Oh wait,
I said what? You asked me what those loans do. I said we have to pay back loans. That's not a great investment.
time's up.
So, Will, I don't know if you know how to
Please
act
don't
your
want to
age,
hear any.
but we asked you very specific questions, and you don't seem to be able to answer very specifically.
You don't.
I asked you what government website, and you started to tell me about liberal news media outlets. And then I asked you specifically,
wanna listen
when were they signed? And you said very specifically they haven't been
Let's
signed.
talk trash.
And then we went
Literally quiet
to
that whole time
Pay a
and you
month.
whistled and made
Right.
buzzer sounds.
Where does your garbage go?
So then we started talking about very specific deals where we were talking about Japan, and you proceeded to not answer anything that Monica said. So I understand you don't like to have conversations. This might be the first ever formal conversation that you've had, but your conversation skills are lacking in depth, right? You
Yes.
need to actually understand that in order to
opinion?
converse, you need to let other people speak.
Trash it.
Will is so annoying.
I just wanted to steelman this because I'll accept that these jobs are coming to America, but presently we have 7.4 million open jobs and 6.8 unemployed. So we already don't have enough people to fill the jobs we have. What does adding more jobs to that do for that?
Isn't it?
How are we going to. That's not what that is, and you know that, Will.
Don't
We have a labor force deficit.
Anybody
We have
with a-
less people than we have less people than the jobs
Hi.
we have open.
to you people.
Because you don't know how to let other people speak.
I got quicker fingers.
You don't actually answer any questions. Like Crow just said, you can address what Crow said, which is the fact that, sure, okay, jobs are coming here. How are we
Absolutely,
filling
I will
them?
accept. I will accept all your entire claim that he is bringing more jobs to America. But currently, right now, per the jobs report, we have 7.4 million open jobs, and only 6.8 million people unemployed, using the highest figure. So, if we already have not enough people to fill the jobs we already have, what does adding more jobs to that number do for it?
Yes, Lainey.
So, do you understand how economics work? If there's a shortage of workers, and
No, there's not.
you just said it, you said adding more jobs is going to. We don't have enough people to fill those jobs. Did you
Right.
not?
I thought you guys were. I didn't say it. I thought you guys said that there's not a shortage of workers. I thought you said there was just people being lazy. Which one is it, Will?
I'm not the one that said it. You said there's a shortage of workers.
No, Crow said. I know that you believe all liberals sound the same. Crow specifically said it. I'm stating a claim that you. So but Will, listen to what I'm saying as well. I'm stating that MAGA says that there isn't a shortage of workers. It's just that people are lazy.
Answer.
I like triggering mediocre white men. Anyways, go ahead, Crow. Sorry.
An opinion.
You're going through a tunnel, Willow. No.
He's about to make the argument that adding more jobs increases competition. That still doesn't answer the question of how do we fill the jobs if we don't have enough people to fill the jobs.
So do you understand what that means?
Shit, that's a tunnel.
Just don't have enough bodies to fill jobs, no matter how you argue it.
You guys just want to mute people.
Address what Crow said.
Address what Crow is saying.
Said.
And Olive will stop muting.
Aren't you?
Okay. Well, maybe you will. Look, Will. Okay. Maybe you woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Well, let's start over. Okay.
I woke up on the right side.
Let's
start over, Will.
I did wake up on the left side.
Somebody said those new factories will be automated. Then they're not new jobs. If they're automated, they're not new jobs.
You're just a pervert, aren't you?
What?
Okay, that was pretty disgusting, Will. Take a lap. Actually, take 15 laps.
Somebody in chat said the new factories will be automated. They can't both be automated and new jobs.
Robot jobs matter, Crow.
Do they count in the jobs report for October of 2024 is the question.
They count more than federal jobs, Crow.
Okay.
Robot jobs matter.
I've had this argument with a bunch of people on the right where they're like, well, bringing in new jobs increases competition. Well, you're always going to need people to do the jobs. You always will. So, like, if you're saying, well, it makes opportunities for somebody, say, working stocking shelves at Walmart to move into a better paying job, you still need to replace the stock worker at Walmart. So the number of open jobs will be the same. If we don't have enough bodies to fill jobs and you add more jobs, it doesn't solve any problem at all, period.
No, yeah. Bringing more body. If you have a lack of bodies and you say, but we have all these jobs, it doesn't do anything.
The problem is what the right doesn't want to hear. Let more people into the country.
No, what they will do is the same thing.
This solves the workforce problem.
They'll do the same thing they did a few decades ago, where after we hit some declines and job markets aren't able to fulfill the positions, they will start a program that will allow immigrants to come through in a very specific way so they can fill these jobs, and then we'll just repeat the cycle of deportation again.
They'll do the Reagan method, where Reagan wasn't viewing migrants as like people, but as workhorses.
Mm-hmm. So we'll let them in, and then we'll deport them, and then we'll let them in, and then we'll deport them. Because that's all Republicans do, is that they create dumb programs, and then they deport them because they say they're taking the jobs. But then they create the programs for them to take the jobs, and then they deport them in programs because they're taking the jobs. And that is the cycle of the Republican Party. It's to keep the poor white man poor.
So, Chicky, are you going to send the fried cheese thingies, or are you just going to keep, like, taunting me with them?
She's gloating to me specifically because she knows I love Batelos. I love Batelos so much.
Will, you're not, like, you're not going to have a conversation. Like, I know you're not going to have a real conversation. You never do.
Beep, boop, beep.
Culver's.
This is just a failure of basic.
Which are not as good.
I need to point out this isn't even an economics issue. This is just a basic mathematics issue.
You were a robot already. I knew it. Someone do a mod. Guys, I'll do my own mod. Guys, thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here on this wonderful Wednesday. We are at 16.9 thousand likes. Let's try to get up to 20,000 likes in the next 5 minutes. I think that we can do that. Let's do your heart meet if you have not done so already. We have to be very careful about what we advertise now on TikTok. So we're trying to do those things. If you are not following my panel, you really, really should. We love them so much. Their knowledge is invaluable. And if you are not gifting them, you should be as well. We would really, really appreciate that. Get consent before doing that. True, we should do that. I can't bring my backup account up today because of the second phone that I use for that is unalived. But I do have that in my tree of links in my bio. My secondary account is just the same name as this one with an extra H at the end. If you're not following that, I'd really appreciate if you do so we can really build that backup account so I can get live access on that account just in case anything happens with this one.
You also need the green-blue accounts as well. Those are also up there. That's called capitalism. Go ahead and participate and assist. Monica is a Republican wet dream. You assist the stay-at-home mom and you assist the other liberals on the panel.
Will, go away.
Priscilla's live.
I need to point out something real fast. Dude said you're using big words like macroeconomics and you don't even know what that means. One, nobody said macroeconomics. I only said the regular economics. Two, macroeconomics would be referring to like two, macroeconomics not a big word. Three, that would be like referring to the entire GDP and productivity of a nation as a whole.
Eli, where there's a will, go away.
I want to show you a magic trick. Ready? Hang on. Let me show you a cool magic trick.
I love magic tricks.
Hey, Will, guess what? You're not going to overtalk me now? Fuck you.
Oh, he's going to...
It's not funny anymore.
He's so dramatic. He's like, I'll be quiet now. I'll hold my breath and stomp, too.
Will got the big block.
I'll go and block him for another day. He's funny to me. Cracks me up.
I mean, I'll unblock him before the end of it.
It's fine. I go through my block list every so often. Not like Doug and just release them all, but some of them.
Fucking make us go and all seek therapy on a regular basis. Hey guys, just so you know, I released the monsters. Why the fuck did you do that, Doug?
Whenever people use the terms macroeconomics, my brain just goes like Ferris Bueller and like voodoo economics. That's all I hear in my head.
Econ's not real.
Econ is very much boring because it's either A, a bunch of people litigating about what happened in the past, or B, a bunch of people trying to posture about what's going to happen in the future. But there is no now with econ. So there isn't a now. The prices that you're paying for now was set in the past. It's not something that's happening currently. So, for example, let's say Trump signs all of the things, all of the deals, right? Let's say he had 90 days, just giving him the position that he actually did what he said he was going to do. 90 days, 90 deals. Let's say those deals wouldn't take effect today. No one would see the benefit of those deals. You're still under the weight of the economic factors of before.
Patriots 147, come up. You said there's 4 unemployed people on this panel. I don't think you know how that works because there's definitely not. None of us are unemployed, actually, because I have to file taxes because of TikTok. So
I wish I was unemployed.
Not unemployed.
I wish I was unemployed. I wish I did not have to work. I wish I didn't have to care about any of this shit.
We've got a bird that works for the government.
You wish you were a little bit taller? Wish you were a baller?
Oh no, I'm 6.
I like his height.
I don't need to be taller.
Oh yeah, no, you don't.
I'm not to be taller.
No more tall.
I know you guys have been trained by capitalism that you have to hate your job for it to be in any way that you have some worth in this society, and that's weird to me that you think you need to hate your job.
Rewriting a whole Python script, please. Take my job.
I love my job and the help that I provide people every day because of my job, but there are many days where I'm like, I just don't want to. Like today I woke up and like I had to struggle to get to work because I was just like, I'm not feeling it today.
I actually took the day off for my girl.
Last year I would do that when I was feeling like this, Manny, but this year for Randy, I had some health issues at the beginning of the year, so I had to take 2 weeks off to keep an eye on her while she recovered from surgery. So I don't have the luxury. I don't have that luxury. I burned my PTO while she was recovering from her hysterectomy.
I wonder.
Message my mom. Hang on.
Let us know how she's doing. Yeah, was the Aleutian Islands, I think? Is that where it happened? That earthquake? That was the original. They might have changed that from the last time I read it.
Fine, I have a mini vacation scheduled next week. I'm taking a 3.5-day weekend. Thursday, I'm going out to pick up a brisket. Friday, Mo and Bridget and Jess are coming down and having dinner because it's Bridget's birthday. Then we're going to a concert. And then Saturday, we're all going to Music Fest, and Naquan and Lainey are going to be there. It's going to be a great time.
She's doing fine. First day for not sleeping all day. Medication.
Oh, okay, Peabody. I'm not going to be able to pronounce that, so I won't and insult the entire Russian language. I'm not going to do that.
Bless you, Russia is close to the Bless You Islands.
Russia's great.
What?
And then my next federal 3-day weekend is September because Labor Day exists.
Oh, it's school schedule, so I get to go back like I am going back to school. Which I got 3 items. I got 2 from JC, and I got another one from Scarlett from my Amazon wish list.
Those Trumpers, man. I think the ones we have left are just the like sunk cost fallacy. Like they're just trapped in it ones. Like because everybody else is like, yeah, we don't want to talk about what we don't want to talk about.
Do you know how many people got upset in Brett's live yesterday?
A lot.
So many people. And so many people are like, I didn't even watch the news. What do you mean there was a pew-pewing at a daycare? Apparently there was another one that happened the day before yesterday in Florida.
Let's see. We got some big fish. Dave, come on up. Let's talk about it.
No, Aries. The reason we don't care is because Marco Rubio already investigated this in 2020. He released a 1,300-page 5-volume report and then was put on the Trump administration this time. So I would have to be then asking, why would Trump put somebody that lied about Barack Obama in 2020 on his cabinet?
Interesting.
The Senate Intelligence Committee in 2020 in their 5-volume report actually came to the findings that there was interference.
Correct. Literally every investigation did. I don't know why we're still doing this.
It's a simple answer.
I mean, I know why.
They're illiterate.
Well,
was there another answer?
There is. The summary answer is, please stop asking us about the e-files.
Well, like, how many of them actually read what Gabby released? How many of them read that? Nobody.
Obama bullshit? Nobody.
His name's not even in that. It's just all it is a discrepancy in like how they're interpreting certain data. But even then, again, the result of that report when they did it was that there was Russian interference. That was it.
Was a Republican-led committee.
Correct.
Every incentive to find that Obama was lying.
It's weird how it showed up right after like he's drowning in e-file stuff. Just coincidence, you know.
Or so I always say quiddinkadink because I can never say quiddinkadink. A year to pronounce humanitarian correctly. I can't pronounce that word right.
Philanthropy.
I have a hard time with words.
Well, it's because the English language is trash.
American, not English.
Should I send? Here's the real question: should I send Olive the poem about the English language that breaks everybody that reads it?
No.
anyway because I'm malicious.
Fuck, Manny, do something about it.
What am I doing?
Do something.
That just occurred.
Yes.
Bro's gonna harass my brain.
Uh,
And it's funny because I'm actually like, I wish they would have a conversation about it because I don't even. I think he's a friendly. He posted the lyrics. It's like he won't release the list because he's on.
I
Sorry
just sent Olive The Chaos by Gerald Trinity. It was written in the 1800s. It is the best example of how the English language is dumb.
Is it jingle, jingle, jingle?
Judge is just one of those.
Anybody that's known me on this app for a long time knows that The Chaos is one of my favorite things to just send people to break them.
No, but if people would come up and have a real conversation with me about it, I would talk about the fact that actually my personal belief is I don't think that there's necessarily some like list. I just think that the files that we haven't seen, the things we haven't looked at, implicate a lot of people. Why is he running from that? Because
I'm totally down for releasing the files, knowing that it's going to collapse, like literally, probably a couple of countries. Like I'm for it, you know. Like
if it's held up by harming children, yeah.
What I believe, right, is that if and when the list gets released, Israel's going to fall.
Problem.
That's what I believe.
Yeah, we've had those discussions in other places before.
Mm-hmm. So I'm for it. I don't care. Like I think someone in another live was like, what if all of then we just hold a massive election and we elect.
We're gonna be really
shit ton of
busy.
It's gonna be the biggest election in our history.
This is unrelated, but just in case that one person is listening, this is your reminder that the British requested smallpox blankets to use against my people.
Yes, all of them, Aries. All of them.
Aries.
Care.
I don't care.
I literally don't care. That's the reason I say, like, everybody tries to come in here with this gotcha of like, well, why didn't they release it? Why didn't Biden release it? Why didn't they release it then? Why didn't they release it then? Like, that's the conversation that we're having. There's probably donors, and specifically donors from a particular state doing G-side things right now. Probably, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's probably why they didn't release it.
I don't care. I'm not beholden to some Democratic overlord. Like, I do not give a fuck. Burn them all.
My commie lefty heart would be so happy if we have to start over.
There it is. Thank you for the $5 to the venue with the message. Damn you. Somebody like a week ago, after we were here and we were talking about like things the British did to my people, and they're like, every time you mention smallpox blankets, I have to send you reparations. So now it's become a joke.
Yeah. Yes, Bruce Almighty. Get in, loser. We're seizing the means of production. Let's go. We'll be really busy having to put in new people that represent us, but it's okay. I'm willing to do that work.
That person, because it has their government name on it. I'm assuming it's Sparky, because when I mentioned that, Sparky said, where was it? No.
Yeah, no, you're right, Peabody. They have their entire personality in regards to politics is represented by their politician, is represented by their celebrity, whatever. And so they can't fathom that for us, which is why I've asked them before, like, who is our leader in the and I'm not even a Democrat. I'm not listed as one. I voted only Democrat because I live in an unfortunate two-party system. I would like to get ranked choice voting. Didn't happen in my state this last time, but we keep trying. But who on the Democratic side is the leader of the Democratic Party? Who's the, like, one and only that we listen to?
I guess what I'm learning is since Wawa has $2 iced coffee, if I ever need iced coffee money, I just need to come on TikTok and mention smallpox blankets.
Yeah, then you get reparations. And as you should. Yeah, we don't have a supreme leader. Like, who? Because then they, on the opposite spectrum of that, they come up and they critique the Democrats by saying, well, look at your guys' approval rating. You're infighting all the time. Like, yeah, because we don't agree with each other, because we hold each other accountable. We don't have one big leader that we just bow to.
Like, hello, it's exhausting.
Thank you for the $5, Olive, for doing your part for Indigenous reparations.
Like, hello, it's exhausting to hold the Democratic Party to so much accountability. Like, honestly, like, Jesus, take the fucking wheel. How much I have to continuously be like, yo, I didn't like that. I'm voting you out. Like, it's fucking exhausting. I agree.
The wheel, though, you're Jesus.
I ain't taking this wheel.
Is that what's happening?
We're building a new religion on TikTok with its own pantheon. You have Croatian Jesus, you have Croden. Like, we're just gonna build out a whole pantheon.
Okay, considering how racist and bigot Croatia is, like, can we move away from the joke?
Yeah, just draw your boundary, Manny.
You can just be Jesus.
Then we'll
You can
shut
just
the
be
fuck up
Jesus.
about
So
it forever.
we have new Jesus and we have Croden.
Accurate Jesus.
Crystal Jesus, like it's like Crystal Pepsi, but it's the new Jesus.
Yeah, I just want to be clear. Even with friendlies, Manny, don't tentatively draw the line. Draw the fucking line in the sand, and we will shut the fuck up about it, and it won't be a joke we make ever.
The joke originated from a Trump supporter when I said I was Creo.
Right.
He thought I said Croatian.
Mm-hmm. But if you're over it, you're done with it, you're uncomfy with it, we're done. That's fine. Animus, he's one of the best presidents ever. Of course you don't have invites on. Of course you don't, because you don't want to defend him. You can't actually do that.
Creation just for my ears. When you say Creo, are you like the people from Louisiana or?
Yeah, I was born in Nola. I can give you the whole parish.
My brain was hearing Creo, Creo, not Creole.
Because it's like a soft L.
I was like, is there another group of people that I'm missing in my brain?
No.
Scotland without makeup? Was that like his conference, or was that something else?
Who's from Louisiana, and you would not know he's from Louisiana until he gets mad, and then all of a sudden he's very clearly from Louisiana, and I call him Cajun Santa because he's like a big man with a giant beard.
Saturnus, I was this critical of Biden. Yes, absolutely. I was not as critical of Obama because when I could vote for him, I didn't vote down ballot. I was very young. I was not very politically inclined, so I voted for Obama because I liked what he said on the trail, right? What he said on the campaign. And I didn't really think much farther than that, and that's on me. But I was also very young and busy trying to make my life in another state, and I wasn't paying attention to that.
But Monica, the problem I have with that is A, they'll never concede to anything that Trump does, so why would I concede to literal fascist bigots? B, the internet technology actually is very interesting. It's this thing that keeps evolving as we keep growing and thriving and hopefully progressing. Technology continues to do the same. We're not privy to the same information back when Reagan, Bush, Jimmy, Clinton, and Obama that we are underneath Biden and Trump.
I couldn't go on the web browser on my phone in like 2009 and 2010 because then it would charge my mom a ridiculous amount of money. And so, we were not getting information in the same way that we're getting it now.
Well, I also need to point out there was a recent court case where Trump had to be ordered to turn transparency back on, specifically in relation to the OBM, the Office of Budget Management. He had ordered them to take down a public-facing page whose entire job was to say how our money was being spent. Mm-hmm. And he had to be court-ordered to turn it back on.
So, like, I'm not going to give them any type of, leniency when they would not do the same. Like, just admit that Biden's mental capabilities were in decline. You wouldn't do the same for Trump. You would never do the same for Trump. You would not go to any live and say, yeah, Trump, he ain't all there.
Well,
he was kind of there maybe in 2017, 2018, but he's not all there right now. They would never say that. They wouldn't sit there and say, yeah, another old white man leading the country is probably not what I should have wanted, right? Because he's definitely getting up there in age. They wouldn't concede to any of that. So I'm not going to be like, yeah, Biden running in 2024 for re-election was the dumbest thing ever, especially coming off of COVID. Like,
Nick Barrow, you said, why does it matter if he is on the list or not? It should matter.
that's the point. That's the point.
What does the list represent? What is it based off of? What do we know about Jeffrey Epstein, or excuse me, the name I can't say, and Maxwell? What do we know about those people? Why did he campaign on releasing it? Why did they campaign on releasing it and then in office talked about releasing it? Why did Pam Bondi hold this entire thing with influencers where she gave them a binder called Phase 1? Phase 1 was just a reiteration of the things we already had. And then she said, this is just the beginning. And then all of a sudden, closed up like a clam. I think that matters. You can call him Epi. Oh, that reminds me. I need to get that thing for my kid's school. She's going to need her medical action plan for her EpiPen.
Oh, God.
Thank you for reminding me, though, because I'll need to message her doctor's office so they can just send it over online, which is really nice. But I just remembered they're not going to take her EpiPen this year if I don't have that action plan.
The amount of times I went through trainings to properly do a dosage of an EpiPen was wild. Like, you just stick it in the leg and you press a button. That's all you do.
Just pokey.
Yeah.
Wyatt, why are you like arguing with my chat? Why don't you just come up and talk to us? We can have a simple conversation.
I'll help you, Wyatt. There you go, Wyatt.
Aw.
Nick, while you're at it.
Allow me to tap the glass for a second. It is now 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So far today, I've approved 5 different food stamp cases, 3 Medicaid cases, and 2 EMA cases. Now, those are the ones that should really upset you, because those are the ones that are migrants getting health care.
Oh, no. No, go ahead, Naquan. I'll probably hit a restart at the top of the hour anyway. So.
The likes are way too low. So I'm gonna give y'all 15 minutes to get to 50K, or I am shutting the comments off. That goes for subs as well.
2 minutes.
It's 2 minutes.
He
to the
said
hour.
15.
Oh,
I'm
I
a
didn't even
restart,
pay.
probably.
I ain't paid attention to the time. Okay, so when she come back in, you're gonna get 20 minutes to get her up to 30K, or I will turn the comments off. I am being mean today. I am being a bully.
When are you not?
I'm not always a bully. I used to be a young time criminal.
Gabe, we're not going to give up the E-list because he campaigned on releasing it and is now running from it. That's why we're not going to give it up, because guess what? There's this thing that the left does. Because you guys have been complaining. You guys never brought up the list before. You guys never cared before. I know. You know why? Because the left believes women. So we already knew. Because we believe women. You guys needed proof. You guys needed him to say, I'm going to release it for you to believe it. And now he's not releasing it. And yet you guys are still just like, well, whatever daddy wants, daddy gets.
We wouldn't need a list if we believed women and children.
That's why we didn't campaign on it. That's why we didn't talk about it, because we already knew. Because we believe women. R.I.P. Virginia Giuffre.
Mm-hmm. Not even to mention, let's talk about Katie Johnson. Let's talk about, anything. Roddy, why don't you come up? I don't know what. Oh, you don't have enough followers. That's why. Well, I'm gonna mute you. Oh,
He
shit.
does have enough followers to come up. You can come up on 0 followers these days.
Yeah, it's crazy. TikTok be acting crazy.
I remember back in the day, you had to at least hit 1K.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad it's to 500, but they shouldn't have lowered their standards. TikTok lowered their standards, and that's why we have MAGA.
Yeah.
It's not even up to 500 for everybody. It's like they pick and choose who.
It depends on what time you created your account. Like when I didn't have to do that stupid 3-day trial thing to get access for live stuff.
Oh, really?
When I first started doing, I've had this account since
True.
the app was fucking Musical.ly.
Mm-hmm.
So
No, because I just started my backup. I don't think my backup is even. Let me see how many followers I have.
I think I have like 380 right now.
Top of the hour.
It's top of the hour. All right.
Pull that reset.
We will be right back. Don't squirrel away. Come right on back and start booping that screen for me. See if we can have some more conversations before I do lunch. I love you. I'll be right back.